Hello and welcome, and today I'm going to tell you the story of Dave from Manchester who went down to the Costa del Sol in his motorhome and is now trapped in it because of the coronavirus isolation shutdown, and it's a big problem for him in southern Spain. So he drove down to Spain in February. He ended up in Fuengirola, which is on the Costa del Sol, and he says he's parked with the Red Dragon pub on one side and the beach on the other. He lost his wife last year, so I think it's the first time he's actually been anywhere by himself, and now he's stuck in the van and he doesn't really know what to do. I've got his story in a newspaper here. I don't know him personally, and so this is only something I've read in the press. So what's happened is the following. Trapped is the word. Hey, I'm not complaining, says Dave. I'm safe and alive, but the conditions are a severe test at present, that's for sure. We can't obviously get out to walk apart from a trip to the shop, and to be honest, I stretch that out as long as possible. I think we all do that, to be quite honest. I certainly take my time in getting to the shop, but then again I'll do things like walk through the forest to get there, and when you're sort of parked in the street in Fuengirola, it does make it somewhat more difficult to actually go through the forest. Right, so he's parked up in Carvajal, which is quite close to Fuengirola. So anyway, so he says, okay, and he was stopping just as you do when you're in a van, and one place and the other, but now he fills up his day by listening to the radio, watching television to break up the routine, sits in the driver's seat waving at dog walkers and sleeping. And now and then I sit with the motorhome door open, but the police tell me to close it, he says. Life is normally great in a motorhome. As soon as you get bored, you just set off to a new destination. But with travel now banned, I'm glued to the curb of the roadside. Today I hear the border closures are extended further, meaning no chance of travel. And when I think about it, I'm literally trapped inside a small metal can with nowhere to go right now. Going from a great travelling lifestyle to a complete nightmare. Normally, I'd be hitting the Algarve right now, but today I'm trapped and expect to be so for a long time to come. Nonetheless, according to this, Dave is in good spirits, and he thinks that many other people will be in the same position. If you're in the same position, write it down below. What do you think? I mean, let's face it, these things do happen. It doesn't necessarily have to be because of a virus. I've been in a situation, got trapped because of other reasons, such as the road being blocked, or the weather suddenly turning against me. I had once in Sicily, they decided to do some work ahead of me, and although the police told me there was a sign further back, I hadn't seen it. So anyway, it didn't bother me. I found things to do. And though I do appreciate that sort of being trapped in a metal can if you haven't got sort of other interests and things, particularly, I mean, if I found myself without the internet and the ability to do things that interest me, such as where I could watch Columbo or sort of do some history research or something, then I would find that maybe a little boring after a while. Anyway, I did look at some of the comments on this article, and many of them not really suitable for me, as with a family-orientated YouTube channel like this one, to repeat. But most people have no sympathy for Dave whatsoever. I tend to think that maybe Dave isn't such an experienced long-term motorhomer, and so he hasn't really thought this one through too much. I think he's really hoping to get a bit of company when he went down to Spain and get a bit of sun on him as well. I can understand that one. And now he's got this situation being locked up. Right, so what do you think? Write your comments down below. I'm sort of locked up as well, if you like, to a certain extent. I'm at a campsite in Poland. It's called Camp for You. It's near Wrocław, and at the moment I'm here by myself. I hope they're not leaving it here open just for me. If I thought that was the case, then I would obviously I'd clear off and find my own little spot between the Red Dragon and the beach. But I do have the benefit that I am in fact out in the countryside, unlike being in an urban area as Dave is, and I can walk in the forest and in the fields without coming in contact or too much contact with people. Right, thanks very much for listening. All the best here from Poland, and I'm going to bring 1 or 2 more similar stories to you over the next few days. And if you're watching this live, it's at 9 o'clock Central European time, 8 o'clock UK time. I can't work out what time. I usually try to tell people what the time is in Los Angeles as well, but I've forgotten what the time difference is now. But never mind. You can work that one out. And 15 minutes later, if you're watching live, because you get the live chat as well, there's a motorhome review on then. Thanks for watching.